You wake up, the first thing you do is go on your phone, go on Instagram, doom scroll. That will lead to all of these negativities. Maybe some days you give in to lust, and before you know it, you're complaining that you're not motivated. You've skipped your workout. This was me time after time for the past few years. I had no structure. And because of that, everything started in the morning, right? I would wake up, I would doom scroll the first thing I do before even going to the restroom to wash my face. And that would lead into loss sometimes. So that is why I made this seven rule, the morning routine method to conquer every single day. This way, you're conquering your mornings. And if you can conquer your mornings, you can, of course, conquer your days. So pay really close attention. I want to make sure, you're well focused. Take notes if you have to. Come back to this video because this will be the one of the most valuable videos you've ever watched before. So let's get into it. And in case you do not know me, by the way, my name is Modia. That is what I go by on Instagram, every other platform. So everything starts the night before. You have to realize that. The reason why you wake up in the morning with no energy is because of the way you're ending your night, right? And the thing that has helped me the most, basically wake up with full energy, ready to conquer my mornings, is by having no blue light 30 minutes before my bedtime. And if you're a person that has an iPhone, you can literally go to your settings. I'm not going to show it here, right? But you can literally go to your settings and set an automatic blue light, like basically automation. That way, like every specific time in the evening, it will naturally go to the orange light, right? If you can do that, you will have a better sleep. You will sleep quicker, and everything will be very, very natural. So put your phone in night mode, or the phone has to leave your room completely 30 minutes before your bed. Because blue light literally delays the melatonin and wrecks your sleep cycle before it even starts, right? And you do not want to be delaying your melatonin. I'm not going to dive into this scientific nerdy stuff, but always switch your phone. Your settings, right? Basically, switch it to night mode every single night. That is the first rule. The first rule, because everything starts the night before. Remember, it's not the moment you wake up. It starts the night before you go to bed. And do not indulge in any bad habits before going to bed. Do your best to go to bed on time. This way, when you wake up in the morning, you feel at least energized. You feel very, very conscious and you're ready to attack. So let's dive into the second rule. The second rule is sleep cycles, not sleep hours. This is very, very important. This is a cheat code. And I'm glad like somebody put me on. And this is the way it works. It works by 90-minute cycles, right? That is how our cycles work. It's 90 minutes. So what I usually do, because I don't want to think too much to calculate how many hours and basically guess until I get it wrong. But you have to go to ChatGPT, right? And then tell it your bedtime. Maybe be like, okay, right now it's 11:35 p.m. I'm about to go to bed, but I want to wake up in the morning before 8 a.m. feeling absolutely energized, no grogginess, and basically you want to feel alert. If you tell it to ChatGPT, ChatGPT will exactly tell you what time to fall asleep. It will literally tell you, okay, go to bed by 11:30 instead of 11:15. This way you can fall asleep in 15 minutes, and as a result, you will hit a good sleep cycle by 8 a.m. That way, then it will tell you to set your alarm at 8 a.m. When you set your alarm at 8, you will wake up without feeling very groggy, even if you had like less than 8 hours of sleep. So forget about 8 hours of sleep. You need at least 7 hours of sleep. And if you can get 7 hours of sleep on a good sleep cycle, no matter what age you're at, like you'll be waking up feeling hella clear headed, even though you had like less sleep. So definitely use this cheat code. I wish I can type in the prompt I use, but I just leave it like a voice note and then boom, it comes up with it. Now this is the third rule. The third rule is simply waking up early. This is an absolute cheat code. Because if you wake up early, first of all, you have more time ahead of you. Think about it. And you have a more clear headed in the morning. If you think about our ancestors in the past, right? They used to wake up early. They used to think better. And if you wake up in the morning for some reason, it's not for everyone, right? But like you're more likely to be productive. Nobody is distracting you, especially if you do not go to your phone. I will talk about that in the later slides. Because how your day starts literally predicts how your day goes and it compounds for the rest of the day. So always wake up early. This is my absolute cheat code. Waking up early has completely changed my life. And I am not even a morning person at all. I remember when I was like 9 years old, like I used to constantly fight with my mom because like she used to wake me up for school. That was I think 2014 if I remember. She used to wake me up for school, and I used to go to the restaurant and fall asleep there. I used to dread the mornings. I remember when it was Fridays, I used to be so excited. Like Fridays were my absolute favorite day because I know I get to sleep in. But I was constantly getting into fights with my mom. But now, morning routines, waking up early has completely become my strength. So if you're not a morning person, do not complain. Like you can wake up early. Like literally, if you follow the thing I've told you in the past two slides, you can wake up early and conquer. So that should not be a problem. So now the fourth rule, your phone has to stay across the room and flipped over. So whenever you've set that alarm the night before, speaking of alarm, whenever you've set that alarm the night before, from the time ChatGPT gave you to basically set the alarm, put your phone across the room, then flip it over. This is what I do. You know why I do that? That is to prevent me from snoozing my phone. So every night that I've set my alarm is across the room, is flipped over. This way, when my alarm rings in the morning, I am physically getting up from my bed and walking to my phone to turn it off. And me just walking to my phone is literally waking me up slowly. And the moment I turn off my alarm, I'm not going back to bed. I cannot afford to do that. I am going straight into the restroom. And the moment I go to the restroom, I'm exposing my face with cold water. This way, I'm already awake. This is how I literally have been waking up at 5:30 a.m. or before that for the past 5 months now. And it has completely changed everything. Because I wake up at 5 before like 9 a.m. My alarm just rang. I'm almost done with all of my morning process. I've already been productive. So this is an absolute cheat code. So find a way to start waking up early. Put your phone across the room, then flip it over. This way, you're more likely to wake up without snoozing your alarm or going back to bed. Absolute cheat code. So now the fifth rule, you have to move first immediately. The moment you wake up, you've turned off your alarm across the room, expose your face with cold water. The next step is to not go on your phone, is to do something physical. Move around, like you walk around the house if you have to. Go do some few push-ups. That is what I do. I do 50 push-ups every single morning. I do not miss. And the moment I do my 50 push-ups, I'm already awake. Endorphins are released, and I feel very great. Anything physical. It could be squats. It does not have to be 50 push-ups, right? But that is just what I do. You can do 25 push-ups or 10 push-ups. Especially if you can do this in a long end of period, your identity is completely changing along the way into a person who is consistent. Like this is what a win. What a win that is. It's a win-win in every area of your life. Right? Let's dive to the sixth rule. And the sixth rule is to make your bed. Right? This can come before the 50 push-ups. Maybe I should have put this slide before, but it does not matter. Right? It doesn't have to be in order. For me personally, I make my bed the moment I get back from my 50 push-ups outside, then my cold shower, then I make my bed. I don't know why I do it like that, but like that is just my order. But you have to make your bed. And this is just a little win. Right? Because your brain, your subconscious mind cannot differentiate a small win and a big win. You doing the little push-ups, you making your bed, is literally a win to your subconscious mind. And guess what? That win compounds the rest of your day. Now your brain sees you as a winner. Oh, I made my bed. Oh, I did some few push-ups. Oh, I didn't snooze my alarm. Now guess what? Your brain is gonna crave something more to do. Guess what it's going to crave more? Oh, I have to transform my physique. Maybe I should work out today. And then boom, you're most likely to work out. I don't dread workouts anymore. I used to dread going to the gym, putting in the work, but now because I go through my morning process, already conquering that, I'm on a high frequency. I'm on a flow state. I want to work out more. Give me more hard tasks to conquer. I've already conquered my mornings. I didn't feel like hopping on the cold shower, but guess what? I hopped on that. Get out of it, feeling absolutely great. Feeling like I have conquered the wall. This is why you have to stack the small wins. Do not overlook making your bed. It doesn't matter if you're going back to the same bed. Make the freaking bed. Because you're teaching yourself how to be organized. And your brain sees that. And as a result, every other thing around your life falls into place. Simply because your subconscious mind is picking up on these little wins. Because how you do one little thing is how you usually do everything else, right? Because your brain counts it as a completed task. One win at 6 a.m. sets the tone for 10 more by noon or even beyond that. So now the seventh and probably the last rule. Then and only by then is your phone. You have to make sure you're earning your device. The moment you wake up, you turn off that alarm, do your feet push-ups, expose your face with cold water, made your bed, then you can go on your phone. After you've done all of these steps, then you can go on your phone. You have to earn it. Make yourself earn these things. The reason why you feel shitty about yourself, the reason why you're complaining about not being motivated to work out, to transform your physique, dreading the mornings, is simply because the first thing you're doing in the morning is going on your phone, doom scrolling. That is an absolute big no-no. If you're going to take away anything from this video, right, that you're going to remember is to not go on your phone the first thing in the first 30 minutes of your morning. Earn this phone. Earn the doom scrolling. I know, like, we live in a generation like where many people are addicted to doom scrolling or checking notifications. Right, I fall for it, but not like before because I have broken the cycle. Like literally, like the first 20 minutes of your morning is literally a make or break to your day. Just remember that. And if you can delay that time, that 20 minutes, and go through your morning process, you can come back to your phone. And you will have a peace of mind too, knowing you've done something physical. And you're most likely not gonna spiral into negativity, even though you're going back to your phone again. Right? So earn it. The last slide, you have to realize that this isn't complicated at all. It's just a non-negotiable. Think about it. You already know the steps, the first step, right? Basically, now ruining your melatonin, changing your phone 30 minutes before going to bed, switching it to the orange screen. You're having a better sleep. Going to ChatGPT, telling it to basically give you a good sleep cycle based on the time you want to wake up. Now you're waking up feeling way more alert than usually. So now the push-ups are not going to be as difficult. You're putting your phone across the room. This way, you're preventing yourself from snoozing it. Because you only snooze the phone quickly if it's next to you. But if it's across the room, you've walked across the room, then turned it off, you're going to the restroom, exposing your face with cold water. Like, bro, if you follow this, you cannot lose your mornings. Like, there's no way you will lose your mornings if you follow all of these steps to the T. And it starts tonight. Remember, the morning routine starts the night before. And if you can do this, you will be winning your mornings. And your mornings literally build your days, and your days build your life. From mornings to days, from days to weeks, from weeks to months, from months to years, and you're completely transforming your life. And it starts little. It's these little things that completely transform my life. If you want to know more about my story, I have a video. I think it's about how I went from being very skinny, having bad habits, to basically transforming my physique by packing on 30 pounds of muscle. So definitely go check that out if you want to know more about me. But you have to follow this to a T. Promise yourself. Promise me that you're gonna go through this and actually apply it, because your life will completely change in the long end of period. If you can stay consistent with this for 3 weeks, your life will start to change because it becomes a habit now. It becomes automatic. But that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys appreciate it. Leave a comment. If you can subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. That is the easiest way you can pay me back. Just hit the subscription button. Comment something positive, right? But that is all I have for this video.